What's up, y'all? This is Blaine again, dropping some more news for y'all. And this is hot right off the press. Joker's origin story in the works at Warner Brothers Suicide Squad. Jared Leto will not reprise the role. Wow, this is big news. It really shouldn't be that surprising news, as Jared Leto is not really happy how Warner Brothers treated the last film that he did, because they cut out a lot of his movies. I mean, a lot of his scenes, and he said that it technically could have been a Joker movie. So let's get into it. WB has a Joker solo movie in the works with Hangover's Todd Phillips co-writing and directing, and Martin Scorsese on board as producer. Tight. Jared Leto will not play the younger version of the character. Wow. This is interesting. Deadline reports that Warner Brothers is planning a Batman spin-off that will focus on the early criminal career of the dark arch nemesis, the Joker. However, word is that this will not be directly connected to the current crop of DCEU movies, and Suicide Squad's Jared Leto will not return to play the clown Prince of Crime. Let's read that again. However, word is that this will not directly connect to the current crop. So this is his own thing. Okay. Apparently, writer-director Todd Phillips' project will be the first film under a new banner that has yet to be named, in which WB can expand the canon of DC properties and create unique storylines with different actors playing the iconic characters. I think I know what they're going to be doing. In other words, it would exist alongside the DC film universe, in which Leto is still on board as the present-day Joker and will appear in both Suicide Squad 2 and Gotham City Crimes. I know what they're doing. Is the studio attempting to create a big screen version of the multiverse? Certainly looks that way. The spinoff has none other than Martin Scorsese on board as a producer, and Deadline reckons the legendary director's early work like Taxi Driver and Raging Bull will be a big influence. The intention is to make a gritty, ground hardball crime film set in the early 80s Gotham City. Now this is awesome. This is great news in my opinion, especially for those that was not all that big on Jared Leto's Joker. This is awesome news for DC Warner Brothers. Period. I know, like the article was saying, like right here, could this be like a multiverse type deal? It really could. But if you guys been paying attention into comics lately, there are a lot of multiple Jokers out there. You have that twisted looking Joker that Jared Leto played. You have you have the mafia type of Joker, the ones that a lot of folks are familiar with, whether it be the Tim Burton Batman, '89 Batman, or you have the Bruce Timm Batman, the animated series Joker, played by the great Mark Hamill. You have all these different types of Jokers, but I'm behind this. For Martin Scorsese to be involved, you know what time it is. You already know that if you know his work, or if you just know of his work. Marty does a lot of mafia type of films, whether it be Goodfellas, Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, whether it be hell, one of his latest films was The Wolf of Wall Street. He does those type of films, and that's his thing. For him to be the producer, he can definitely bring in that swag, that mafia setting, that crime setting with Joker. So it's going to be top notch, especially if he is the producer. He's going to be dropping in, probably give little hints and notes on like how to go with the feel, but it's obviously going to be Todd Phillips' movie. So maybe, who knows who else is going to be involved, but this is exciting news. This is really great. As far as it being a different banner, I think what Warner Brothers is be doing, along with DC, I think they're going to be treating it can go in different ways. The DCEU stuff will be, they'll still have that. I think that that's going to go in through a reboot period. So they need to keep going. They already invested a lot into it. So they can't turn back now. They're gonna still continue the story, but I think there will be like some little reboot periods. I personally feel that Ben Affleck will not be Batman anymore. I don't care what the news say. I think he's gone. I could be wrong, but I think he's gone. So what they're doing is they're setting up under a different banner some other little stories that could be potentially crossover with the DCEU. Maybe. It doesn't have to, but maybe. But it's almost like, too, that they want to start this whole different banner so they can't take the risks that they don't want to do with the DCEU. So they can go these routes. The comics do it all the time. They don't want to mess with the iconic Batman or whatever. So they'll make, a whole alternative world. They'll make a murderous Batman or whatever. They'll make these different background or different origin stories. So maybe that's where they're leaning on towards. But I am excited for it, and for the fact that Martin Scorsese is involved, that's a plus. And this can probably help bring other top writers, actors, directors to be a part of something like this. Now, for somebody to play a Joker like this, you need to bring somebody that can bring that gangster mob mentality Joker into this. The last closest one we had to that, a lot of folks will say it's, Heath Ledger's Joker, but that Joker's a little bit different. I mean, he had the suit on and everything, which was dope. But the last one might have been Jack's Joker, where he had the hat and everything. He was a mobster and everything like that. But it'll have to be somebody that can fit that mold. Who can it be? I don't know. I'll have to talk shop with the rest of the gang on it later on this week. But this is great news. It's no telling what else they'll have in mind. So it looks like Jared Leto is still in gear to be in these other movies. We'll even see if that lasts. But, who's to say that they don't have this Joker take out the other Joker? I don't know. Will they do a crossover type deal? I say no, don't do it right now. It's too soon. Fix the DCEU. But it is cool that this thing is going to be like in a whole different other banner. It's like they're trying to, like I was saying, they're fixing the mess that they're already in. So this gives them an opportunity to okay, let's not tie it to the DCEU stuff because we're already trying to get out of this mess. Let's take these other elements from these other stuff that we got, put them under their own theme for right now, and work out stories that way. So this is great news. Now, personally, I haven't seen Raging Bull and Taxi Driver. I know what they meant for cinema history and everything for that nature, so I will watch them, especially if that's going to be the influences for this movie. But, this is great news overall. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it. I think it's great. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's great? Let me know. Comment at the bottom. Click that like button. Click that notification button so you can get more info from us. And this is Blaine. I'm signing out. Wow. Let me know what you guys think. This is dope. Peace.